on to Baylor. I like Baylor. I like Baylor. I was a fan of Baylor from the jump with Dave Aranda. You know what I'm saying? Dave Aranda, they, and I said it, and I went out on a limb last year, and I told a lot of people, I said, man, they gonna win 7 games. Baylor gonna win 7 games. And people, they got down in the comments underneath the video and said, you're bugging if you think Baylor's gonna do that. Well, to be honest, I thought that I can't even remember his name now. That's crazy. That's crazy. But no, I thought that, you know what I'm saying? I thought that they would have a lot better season. I thought that they would have a way better season, but Sawyer Robinson stepped up and played fantastic for Dave Aranda. Dave Aranda, pro spread type of offense over there at Baylor. They playing their defense. Their defensive scheme is a multiple style of a 3-4, which is like the Pittsburgh Steelers type of defense. You know what I'm saying? I said Pittsburgh Steelers like type of defense alike. Okay. And but they got their squad. They got a lot of guys that they retained on this roster coming back. You know what I'm saying? The only guy they got coming over is Kobe Prentice, man. He came from over from Alabama. He didn't play much over there last year. He only had 1 touchdown, 11 receptions for 129 yards. He will be over there at Baylor, but they got Sawyer Robinson coming back on that offense. They got Bryson Rossington running the rock, redshirt sophomore, Michael Trigg, the tight end. I think Michael Trigg, he's going to be a big piece of that offense. Blocks well, big guy, and he can run. They got a lot of their offensive linemen that Sawyer Robinson is familiar with. They got Josh Cameron coming back, redshirt senior. Ashton Hawkins, he came from Texas Tech. He's a flyer. He'll definitely be looking to step up and be a big part of this offense this year at Baylor. Watch out for Ashton Hawkins. He's speedy. He got speed. I can't wait to see what he does because he's really fast from Texas Tech. He came from over last year, transferred over. But and they had a all season. It wasn't, you know what I mean, but really trying to get familiar with the team and the offense, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's really going to be able to stretch the field this year. They got 3 new players on that defense and that scheme. But see, losing some of their Garmin Randolph, Matt Jones. Matt Jones was just a leader on that team. He played like 7 years on that defense. Steve Linton, he played right outside linebacker, which is like a defensive end in that 3-4, right? Because they bring up the line, they bring up that outside linebacker defensive end. It's a hybrid edge. What Steve Linton was playing. Steve Linton did run in the combine. Losing him, Steve Linton, Garmin Randolph, and Trevor May. I don't know if they're gonna be able to replace that with these guys. So these guys that's gonna have to answer the call this year. You got Matthew Forbes White, he junior transferred over. He'll be filling in for Steve Linton on that defense. Transferred over from Tulane, had 13 solo tackles, 4 sacks, and 1 forced fumble last year. The season before in 2023. Didn't really play that much. So from Tulane, we'll see what Forbes White can do. He got some big fields to shoes with Steve Linton, right? He just does. Let's just call it what it is. But he's 6'3", 230. Let's see what the young man can do with what he's going to be able to do coming in as a junior, having some experience over there at the American Athletic Conference. Okay. Keaton Thomas. I'm looking for Keaton Thomas to really. Keaton Thomas is going to be his year on Baylor. Keaton Thomas is going to be his year. He was one of the guys I talked about last year. He was spotty. He was kind of spotty, but he did show up and it seemed like he was clutch, right? Because he did have a hell of a team to play with. Like I said, Trevian May, Garmin Randolph, and Steve Linton, Matt Jones. When you got guys like that and you're playing with veteran guys like that, they had so much experience, 7-8 year seniors. You know, Keaton Thomas, he had to show up, but now I think he's going to have to be a leader on that defense and look for him to start, wrecking some things. They got the left inside linebacker. He'll be taking over for Matt Jones. They transferred Travion Barnes, right? They got him. He was over at Georgia Military College first, then he went to Florida International. Now he's over there at Baylor. 6 foot, 224 pounds, had 59 solo tackles, 3 sacks, and 2 interceptions. Let's see what he'd be able to do. Trevion Barnes, I got some bad, Mac Jones was kind of slow. So if Trevion Barnes can run, he gets this defense down pack, I'm sure that he'll have a good year within this defense. All right. And there ain't no doubt about that. I really think that he'll be able to get the job done, right? To be honest. And then you got Winston. I'm sorry, and Marion Winston. He didn't play at a lot. He only had 4 solo tackles, right? That's it. You know what I'm saying? And he's filling in, he'll be filling in for Garmin Randolph at the hybrid edge position, you know what I'm saying? But he's expecting, I'm sure that Dave Aranda, defensive minded type of coach, he's expecting a 6'4, 255-pound guy from Oregon to come down to Baylor and to be able to put in some work. Because right now, I mean, but and these things can change. These things can change because the spring transfer portal has not came in. These guys are transferred in for the winter. I'm hoping that they'll probably stay where they're at. But Jackie Marshall will be coming back, defensive end. Big Jackie Marshall, one of the leaders, red shirt senior over there. He'll be coming in and leading that defense. And the thing is with Baylor, and they had some young defensive backs. If you remember, I think they were like sophomores, had a sophomore, freshman safety and stuff like that. But now these guys, Devin Bobby was a junior last year. He's a senior this year. Junior Devin Lemer, he's a redshirt senior. He'll be playing. You got Caden Jenkins, number 8. He was a sophomore last year. He's a junior this year. They tried to pick on him a lot. He got a ton of experience. He got a ton of experience last year, ton of it, because he really got picked on a lot. And they got a lot of their team coming back. And I want to see what Baylor's going to do. If they're going to improve on this 8-4, 6-3 overall. They were right on the hills of Colorado. And I want to see what they do this year. I think you want to be on the lookout for one of these teams. So I would say that this is a team that will do well in the Big 12. I don't think this is a fail team. I think this is a do well team. I really do. I don't know. I think we'll see what Arizona do. I can't really say if they're a fail or do well, but I think Baylor is a do well for sure. All right, they are a do well team. So next team up, let's.